Okay, is this thing on? Alright, so I just wanted to quickly talk about late bloomers. So I consider myself to be a late bloomer. I always knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to get it, and I didn't uh, always feel like I was good enough to have it. Um, some people just come out of the womb shooting like a rocket, knowing exactly what they want. They pick up on things really easily, um, like my sister. And I've never really been one of those people. When I was a kid, I used to think that talent meant you didn't have to work at something, that you were just naturally good at it. So I thought that I wasn't good at anything. I've always been somebody who has to work extra hard to be good at something. My whole life, I was told, you're not good enough, you're worthless, you're never going to amount to anything, my hands are too small, you don't want to be a hairdresser, there's no money in it, all sorts of stuff. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, you think that people who want what's best for you, they're putting you on the right track. Well, I was working at a makeup counter, and I felt like I was living someone else's dream. I fell in love with that feeling when you're working on somebody and you're finished and they look at themselves and they're like, oh my god, and you can feel it. Like, they feel better and they feel more powerful. They just feel more of whatever they already are. And that's, to me, that's priceless. That's worth more than anything in the entire world. But, I'm just like everybody else. I have bills to pay. And I remember calling my dad at one point, and I was going to college, like he wanted me to. And I remember saying, I want to go to cosmetology school, and I want to just do hair and makeup, and I need to work with my hands. Because at that point, it was right around the time that my mom died, and I realized I'm the only person who can make my dreams happen. I was giving all this stuff out to other people, and I just remember feeling like I'm not getting anything back. And I just want to say that it's never too late. It's never too late to be who you want to be. And a lot of times people will say to you, oh, you don't want to do that because there's no money in it. Or you're too old to go to school and do that. Or you're too this or you're too that. And I just want to tell people who are late bloomers, do you really think that that's true? Or do you think that's just a reflection on men? My whole life I felt like I was a teacher. I felt like I was really good at communicating with people. And I'm a people person. I love people. And I'm also very artistic. And I have to touch people. I have to create something. That's just who I am. And I always knew that I needed to find a way to merge all of that together. I consider myself a really good teacher, but sometimes I have to sit back and let life teach me. Because I'm young. I'm like 23. Like, I don't really know everything. And you have to allow yourself to be humble, to learn, to make mistakes. But you also can't be afraid to put yourself out there. I mean, it's ugly. It's not like a walk in the park to do hair and it's like, oh yeah, like I know exactly what I'm doing. It's a learning process. But I think back to where I started in my ex-boyfriend's garage, cutting hair with him. And we were just together, side by side. I was teaching him, and when in reality he was really teaching me. So I think that there's always something to learn. Life is about learning. With hair, I'm always learning something. But it's not easy to do what you were made to do, but it's always worth it. And felt the need to share that with people. I'm a late bloomer. I knew what I wanted, but I just didn't know how to get there. And I remember in school, people weren't always nice to me. They're like, oh, well, why are you doing it that way? You don't know what you're doing. Just get away. Like, they wanted to do it themselves. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to learn? And I remember there was this moment where I was trying to learn how to braid, and I sucked at braiding. For the longest time, I just sucked at it. I was like, I don't get this. And people who were doing it since they were like 5 were like, you're stupid, you don't know what you're doing. And so then I finally kept playing with it, and I kept messing with it, and there's this thing in my brain that always tells me, you're gonna make it. You're gonna figure it out. And I don't think that I'm this amazing person. I don't think that I'm different than anybody else. You can do whatever your heart desires. If it's in your heart, if you feel like it's your calling, you can do it. But sometimes it takes all of those people who said, you can't do it, it's not going to happen, for you to have that fire in you. So you learn and you grow. And yeah, so to all the late bloomers, I love you. You're terrific, and it's not too late. You may have started late, but it's never too late. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.